And as I ran along the shore, crushing sleeping flowers with heedless feet, and maddened ever by the fear of unknown things and the lure of the dead faces, I saw that the garden had no end under that moon. What the Moon Brings. H.P. Lovecraft. Hypothetical scenarios. What if all of humanity worshipped the moon presence? If all of humanity were to worship the moon presence, the enigmatic Great One from Bloodborne, the world would be engulfed in a reality deeply intertwined with cosmic horror, eldritch secrets, and a pervasive sense of melancholy. The moon presence, a being associated with the manipulation of dreams, the night, and the mysterious hunter's dream, would shape human civilization into a reflection of its own otherworldly nature. Here's a hypothetical scenario of what such a world might look like. 1. Dreams and nightmares. Dominion of dreams. The moon presence's influence would make the boundary between dreams and reality increasingly blurred. Humanity would live in a perpetual state of twilight, where dreams and waking life intermingle. People would experience vivid, often nightmarish dreams that they cannot escape, leading to a society where the concept of reality becomes fluid and subjective. Nightmare hunters. A global order of hunters would be established, individuals trained to confront and battle the nightmarish entities that seep into the waking world from the dream realms. These hunters would be revered and feared, seen as both protectors and cursed souls bound to an endless cycle of hunting and death. Hunters chosen by the favor of the moon presence would be referred to as pale bloods, their minds and souls forever stuck in the hunter's dream, allowing them to rise again and again to continuously take on and battle the horrors and beasts of the great nightmare. 2. Worship and rituals. Chapel cities. Cities would be built around grand chapels and cathedrals dedicated to the moon presence. These structures would be the center of worship and would house relics and artifacts believed to be touched by the Great One. The architecture would be Gothic and foreboding, reflecting the dark and melancholic nature of the deity. Blood rituals. Blood would play a central role in religious practices, much like in Bloodborne. Blood transfusions, offerings, and other blood-related rituals would be common, seen as a means of communion with the moon presence and the Great Ones. The use of old blood might be widespread, leading to both miraculous healings and horrific transformations. 3. Societal structure. Theocratic rule. Society would likely be governed by a theocracy, with a ruling class of priests, scholars, and hunters who interpret the will of the moon presence. This ruling class would control both religious and secular life, enforcing the worship of the Great One and guiding humanity in its service. Caste of the enlightened. Those who are touched by the moon presence, whether through dreams, visions, or blood rituals, would be considered enlightened and hold special status within society. These individuals might possess heightened insight or eldritch knowledge, but at the cost of their sanity or humanity. 4. Eldritch knowledge and madness. Pursuit of forbidden knowledge. The worship of the moon presence would drive humanity to seek out forbidden and eldritch knowledge, believing that understanding the cosmos and the Great Ones is the path to enlightenment. Universities and academies dedicated to the study of the arcane and the occult would flourish, though such pursuits would often lead to madness. Widespread madness. The pursuit of knowledge and the influence of the moon presence would lead to widespread madness. The more insight individuals gain, the more they become susceptible to insanity, experiencing visions of the Great Ones, hearing incomprehensible whispers, and seeing the world as it truly is, an unfathomable and hostile cosmos. 5. Twilight world. Perpetual night. The world might be locked in a state of perpetual twilight or night, with the moon ever present in the sky, casting its eerie glow over the land. This eternal night would create a haunting atmosphere, where shadows loom large, and the boundaries between the natural and the supernatural are constantly blurred. Haunted landscapes. The environment would be shaped by the influence of the moon presence, with twisted forests, haunted ruins, and mist-shrouded cities becoming the norm. The land itself might be alive with eldritch energies, with strange phenomena and apparitions appearing regularly. 6. Transcendence and transformation. The quest for ascension. Humanity might be obsessed with the idea of transcendence, believing that through worship, ritual, and the accumulation of insight, they can ascend to a higher state of being, closer to the Great Ones. This could lead to a society where transformation, both physical and spiritual, is highly sought after, even at great personal cost. Horrific transformations. The influence of the moon presence and the use of blood rituals would lead to widespread transformations, with people becoming beasts or other monstrous forms. These transformations would be seen as both a blessing and a curse, a sign of being touched by the divine, but also a descent into madness and monstrosity. 7. Philosophy and worldview. Cosmic pessimism. The worship of the moon presence would instill a deep sense of cosmic pessimism in humanity. People would come to understand that they are insignificant in the grand scheme of the cosmos, mere playthings of the Great Ones. This would lead to a fatalistic worldview, where the best one can hope for is to gain a glimpse of the truth before being consumed by it. Embrace of the unknown. Despite the pessimism, there would also be an embrace of the unknown and the unfathomable. Humanity would seek to understand and commune with the Great Ones, even knowing the risks, driven by an insatiable curiosity and the desire for transcendence. 8. Art and culture. Eldritch art. Art and culture would be heavily influenced by the themes of cosmic horror, transformation, and the unknown. Paintings, literature, and music would reflect the haunting beauty of the night and the terror of the cosmos, often featuring depictions of the moon presence, the Great Ones, and the nightmarish entities that stalk the world. Ritualistic performances. Cultural expressions might take the form of elaborate rituals and performances, reenacting the myths and legends of the Great Ones. These performances would be both beautiful and terrifying, blending art with religious devotion. Conclusion. A world where all of humanity worships the moon presence would be one of eerie beauty and cosmic horror. Society would be shaped by a deep connection to the night, dreams, and the pursuit of forbidden knowledge, leading to a world where the boundaries between reality and nightmare are blurred. Humanity would live in a perpetual state of twilight, haunted by the presence of the Great Ones and the ever-present threat of madness and transformation. The quest for transcendence would drive people to seek enlightenment, even as they risk their sanity and humanity in the process. This world would be a dark, melancholic reflection of the eldritch truths that lie beyond the stars, where the line between worship and madness is thin, and the pursuit of knowledge often leads to horrifying revelations. But what do you think? What are your opinions on such notions? Would humanity fall into the darkness and endless nightmare of insanity and horror, or would they gain favor with the moon presence? Let us know down in the comments section. And if you want to see more hypothetical scenario analysis readings, let us know. Also, do not forget to subscribe, like the video, and turn on that notification bell so you can always be aware of the many various uploads of the channel. Blessings of the moon upon you.